December 28, 2025 marked that date because that is the day the endless shonen model officially died. For 26 years, One Piece has been the Sunday morning anchor, but Toei just dropped the hammer at Jump Festa. The weekly grind is over. One Piece is going seasonal, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. In last 10 days, we found out Gojo Satoru has vanished from the marketing. Netflix just bought the single most hyped manga of all time, and we got confirmation on sequels for Dandadan, Gachiakuta and Blue Box. Let's start with the king. Toei Animation just confirmed that after episode 1155 airs on December 28, which already did, One Piece goes dark. We are entering a 3-month void quarter from January to March. Okay, sure, we get the Chopper's mini anime in January to keep the TV slot warm, but let's be real, that's just noise. The real news is April 2026. The Elbaph Arc returns as a seasonal production. Why does this matter? Because the 0.8 chapter per episode pacing is finally dead. By moving to 26 episodes a year, Toei matches Oda's current output of 30 chapters a year perfectly. We are trading quantity for Demon Slayer level density. And speaking of scarcity, Jujutsu Kaisen is weaponizing it. Season 3 premieres January 8, covering the culling game, but did you notice the trailer? No Gojo, zero. MAPPA is using scarcity marketing. They know he is the face of the franchise, and by erasing him from the promo, they are forcing us to feel the panic of the sorcerer world. It's brilliant, it's cruel, and it's why the internet is melting down. Also, if you thought you could stick to one subscription in 2026 for anime, think again, because Netflix has stopped playing nice. They just secured the crown jewel. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Steel Ball Run Part 7 is hitting Netflix on March 19, 2026. People said the horses were impossible to animate. Netflix evidently wrote a check big enough to buy a horse farm. They also locked down Sakamoto Days Season 2 for late 2026. I'm not very excited for that, but if you want one of the best action comedy and best cult classic as per the fans, you are paying the Netflix tax. But here is the bait and switch. While they buy the new hype, they are deleting the history. Netflix is purging Mob Psycho 100 and Kimi ni Todke in 2026 mid due to license expirations. It's the revolving door strategy. They want you to binge and leave. Crunchyroll builds a library. Netflix builds a hype cycle. Choose your fighter. And as you know, Jump Festa just ended, and it wasn't just about the old guard. The 2026 to 2027 pipeline is stacked. I'm going to hit you with the updates fast, don't blink. Gachiakuta Season 2 is officially in production. The trash fantasy aesthetic is getting a massive multimedia push, including a console RPG. They are trying to turn this into the next Fire Force. Dandadan Season 3 is confirmed, but you have to wait. It's slated for 2027. Science Saru is cooking, but they are taking their time. Good, let them cook. Same for Mashle Season 3. Confirmed but pushing to 2027. The industry has clearly learned that rushing production kills studios. You know what I'm talking about, right? Blue Box Season 2 returns in fall 2026. The wholesome romance era is still alive and well on Netflix. And for the big three completionists, Bleach TYBW Part 4 titled The Calamity drops July 2026. Tite Kubo named it himself, so expect anime original fights that fix the manga's ending. Finally, the new adaptations. Akane-banashi Rakugo is coming April 2026 from Zexus, and Kill Blue lands the same month from Studio Cube. People are skeptical about Studio Cube, but the director did Great Pretender, so keep an open mind. Oh, and Dragon Ball fans, I see you crying in the corner, but no news at Jump Festa. But there is a specific event on January 25th, 2026. Save your energy for that. Here is the reality. The content slop era is ending. One Piece, Black Clover, and Bleach are all prioritizing density over frequency. 2026 is going to have fewer episodes total, but the quality floor is skyrocketing. The question is, what are you watching during the One Piece Void Quarter from January to March? I think there isn't a need to even ask. Since Freeran and JJK are back this season, it's going to be busy. And if you want to know the best anime which are coming 2026, I'll make a video about it. If you want, you know what to do for that, right?